Joe DiStefano for the Sturgis Motorcycle Museum and Hall of Fame. And as usual, just before the rally, I come and see the guiding light. The guiding light, yes. That's the executive director of the museum, Chistine Paige Diers. Chistine, how are you today?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing good. Now, we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Every year, it gets more and more active here with the life of the museum. As you saw probably in the press releases recently, we got property next door. We're going to be trying to collect some funds and build an addition.
Eventually, we still have to raise money to build, but yeah, we've bought the property, so we've taken a big step toward expansion for the future.
Well, made the commitment, so that's it. It's going to happen sometime, some way. So don't be bashful with the donations and become a member. Okay, there's a little cheap pitch there. But anyway, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And the first thing is the new virtual Hall of Fame.
We built an electronic Hall of Fame. Special thanks goes to Jeff Starkey of the IMBBA, who built the actual website for us. It's a beautiful website. It includes all of our Hall of Fame inductees. We will have in the museum kiosks with touch screens so that you can browse through the Hall of Fame. You can also do it at home on your own computer. It's sturgishof.com. You can check it out and see all of our Hall of Fame inductees. We have some videos. We're going to continue to make it more robust as time goes by. There are photos and videos and bios of each and every one of our Hall of Famers, and we're continuing to look for more videos to include and upload more things so that we'll have even a more robust website as we go along.
So then, as museum fans go to this sturgishof.com, if they know of content, videos, or what have you, they can get a hold of you at Chistine at sturgismuseum.com. Forward the link and what have you, and maybe we can add that in there, correct?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. If people know of things, and while we're saying that, we also want to include our freedom fighters on that website. The problem that we have is that we don't have bios for our freedom fighters. I probably have 4 bios for our freedom fighters, and we don't have enough information to put them on. So if you know of any of our freedom fighters, we need you to get that information to us as soon as possible, because we really, really want to include them in this website and have the same kind of information about our freedom fighters as we have about our Hall of Fame inductees.
Well, obviously, without them and people like that, you wouldn't have the history to preserve, interpret, and so forth, because we wouldn't be able to ride.
That's right. That's right.
Now, the rally. It's here. This is the calm before the storm. Calm for me because I just got here, not so calm for you. Can you tell us just briefly about the events coming up here in the next week or so?
Sure. Well, first of all, the museum will be open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. starting tomorrow, Friday, August 3rd, through August 11th. So we'll be open 12 hours a day during the rally. We'd love to have you come and visit us here. We will also have an exhibit out at the Buffalo Chip at the new Crossroads area at the Buffalo Chip. It's called Paving the Way, the Women of the Hall of Fame, and it highlights every one of the women who are in our Hall of Fame. And we will be there from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day, again, those same dates, starting Friday through the following Saturday.
Now, that new facility is no admission.
That's correct. Everything out there, there are some things that cost. There's a zip line that you pay for, and but they'll have events. They'll have roller derby. They'll have the motor drome. They'll have concerts. They'll have, there's a bar area. There's a huge walkway up high so that you can go and look. It's a great view from up there. And then there will be vendors, and we'll have our exhibit there. David Ewell will have a space there, so there's lots of things going on there. And that area is free. It's before you actually enter the Buffalo Chip Common Grounds. And so anyone can go, and everyone's invited. Free breakfast every day, sponsored by one of the Christian motorcycle organizations, and I can't tell you exactly who.
We'll find out who it is.
Yeah. But there is breakfast every day, so lots of stuff going on at the Crossroads.
So now the Chip is a city within a city, and then it has another city within it.
Just outside the gates, yeah, exactly. There's always something new going on at the Buffalo Chip, and this is this year's new thing. So we'll be there with our exhibit. We'll have some gift shop items out there as well for sale. So that'll be part of it. Then on Friday, August 3rd, we will have museum night at the Buffalo Chip. The bands that are normally playing on the smaller stages around the Buffalo Chip tomorrow will be playing on the main stage, including the Charlie Brechtel Band, Iron Cowgirl Missy, and a number of other bands will be on the main stage, and then followed by War. War is the concert tomorrow night. We will be out there selling raffle tickets for the raffle bike that benefits the expansion project for the Sturgis Motorcycle Museum. So you can get your raffle tickets there, or you can get your raffle tickets here at the museum. Or online, and anytime. So, and that bike, we will be drawing the winner of that bike the following Saturday during the concerts at the Chip. So if you want a ticket for it, you only have a week and 2 days left to get your tickets. Then on Monday is the Legends Ride. The Legends Ride is benefits the Sturgis Motorcycle Museum and Black Hills Special Olympics. The money that the riders contribute to go on that ride is split between those two charities.
And that ride's just about sold out, if not already
right.
sold out.
It may already be
So
sold out. I'm not 100%
If you
sure.
think you want to go to a real headliner event, you better get on the stick and get your ticket.
Right, and the Legends Ride includes a VIP reception in Deadwood before. It includes a reception at the Buffalo Chip after. It includes the concert. So it's a fabulous event. It's $150 for a rider to go on that ride. And like I say, I haven't talked to them in the last couple days, so I don't know if they're sold out or not.
But you get a whole day of fun out of it, and the money goes to a real good cause to boot.
That's right.
A couple of good causes.
That's right. Wednesday, of course, is our biggest day for the museum because that's the day that we induct this year's inductees into our Hall of Fame. This year we have 6. I always have to do this off the top of my head and see if I can get them all in the first shot.
Not easy.
Dave Barr is a long-distance rider. He lost both of his legs in a landmine explosion a number of years ago, and he has ridden thousands of miles without either of his legs. He will be one of our inductees. Buzz Cantor will be one of our inductees, and unfortunately Buzz is not going to be able to be here because he injured himself, but someone will be here to accept the award for him.
I believe it's one of his right-hand guys,
Yes.
Chris Maida.
Chris Maida, his editor, will be here. And Buzz publishes American Iron Magazine and a number of other publications.
Yeah, old pal of mine.
Brian Clock and Laura Clock are going to be inducted as a couple. And Brian and Laura own Clockworks custom motorcycles. They both hold land speed records. They're just an amazing couple, and they'll
right in Mitchell, South Dakota.
Yep, right here in
way.
Mitchell, South Dakota. An amazing couple, and they'll be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Ed Kretz Jr. Is an old-time racer who raced for years, and he will be inducted. Steve Peel. Steve is, I'm not exactly sure what his current title is, but he has worked for Harley-Davidson Corporate for 33 years. It's the only job he's ever had. Well, it's lots of different jobs, but he's been at Harley-Davidson
He filled out
Corporate.
one application and he's been there
He
ever
was,
since.
and he was instrumental in getting Harley Owners Group started and does all of their customer relations, is in charge of all of their customer
So he's
relations.
had a huge impact on
He
the
has.
sport in general.
Yes, he has. And then Ron Stratman. Ron originally opened the Sturgis Harley-Davidson here in town. He is a Harley-Davidson licensee, so he designs and puts together wearables for Harley-Davidson Corporate. And he also is known as the Buffalo Motorcycle Man. If you've ever been in Sturgis and seen a guy riding around on a motorcycle that's dressed like a buffalo, that's Ron Stratman.
It's him. There can only be one of them.
Well, he has a couple of those bikes, but that was one of his contributions. So that's Ron. And then we have one freedom fighter this year, and that is Rodney Roberts. He's from Arkansas, and he has been fighting for the freedom. Motorcycle freedom for many, many years, was very instrumental in having Arkansas be the first state to repeal its helmet law after the federal repeal. So he's been involved in freedom fighting for a very long time. So that's Wednesday morning. And then right after breakfast, that's at the Lodge in Deadwood, and there are still tickets available if people want to get them.
Great event. Don't miss it if you're in town.
It is a wonderful event. Oh, and I should also mention that Robbie Knievel is our MC
Oh,
for
very
the
cool.
breakfast.
Very
so,
cool.
So Robbie Knievel will be emceeing our breakfast.
And his dad was inducted last year.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. And Robbie is an inductee as well.
As well, yeah.
Right after the breakfast, People can stay around at the lodge in Deadwood. The Biker Bells ride happens on Wednesday after the breakfast. There will be a symposium that day with women who are involved in motorcycling. I know I'll be on the symposium, Marilyn Stemp, and I'm not sure who all else. I think Laura Clock. So a number of women who are involved in motorcycling. We'll be doing a symposium, and then the ride takes off from the lodge and goes to the Buffalo Chip. Again, there will be a reception at the Buffalo Chip at the Crossroads area this time. And then the ride price includes the concert that evening.
Cool.
And so
So a lot of roads lead to the Chip.
Lots of roads lead to the Chip. That's very, very true. And the museum receives some of the benefits from that ride to build women's exhibits. So the exhibit that's currently out at the Crossroads was made possible in great part because
of
the
the
Biker Bells ride gave us some of that money. We also have a couple of book signings at the museum here, one on Monday and one on Tuesday from 1 until 3. Monday is Miriam Matthews Hersrud, who has written a couple of novels based in Sturgis. And then Pastor David Kopp has a book called I Just Want to Ride FTW, and he will be here on Tuesday to sign books. And then Saturday night, the last day, is when we will draw for
the
bike. And actually Saturday afternoon, we will draw for our rifle raffle, which will be right out in front of the museum at 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon.
Is that all that's going on?
And then we go home and sleep.
So that's it. If you're coming to town and you're wondering what to do, we can fill up your social calendar without too much trouble. All for good causes, all a lot of fun, great people that go to these events. I'm thrilled to be involved in it myself, and what can I say? Come on out, come to the rally, come to the museum. 999 Main Street, downtown Sturgis, South Dakota.
It'll be great.
It'll be great. We're always glad to see you. This is Joe D for Chistine. Come on down and check it out.